So guys, hello. So today we are making a new version of my character.
Off-duty ka na, di ba?
Turn off my wife.
Pero doktor pa rin ako.
Anyways,
Parating
let's
naman na yung
go.
ambulansya.
Well, I
Kung
rescued
patatagalin pa lalim,
X.
delikado yung pasyente.
Why am I going there? Because it is
Basta mag-ingat ka.
version. This is the icon. This is the animation. And the gun. Don't ask me how much. Get that. But anyways, I check him out. First I'm gonna check out.
Andiyan na pala sila. Doktora, hayaan nyo na lang sila dyan. Salamat po.
Nope. The avocado. Okay, I'm not watching the whole one because Karen is just a little girl. No. Gosh. Nah. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So let's go to this. So let's get an ear.
Ako nang bahala
Text,
dyan.
please. Add a text.
May
No,
proseso
I'm
kasi
adding an
bago
ear
ma-approve
text.
yung detachment. Pakingintay na lang. Para
So
mapataas
now my
ang success rate ng emergency care gamit ang treatment, nagdesisyon ng department na pag-iiwalayin ang red zone sa Team A at B. Ang mag-ilig ng Team A, ikaw, Yang Sija.
Okay daw.
At sa Team B, si Shuchi naman.
Sir, sa tingay na ako.
Sir, sa Team A din po ako.
Sir, kita niyo naman, kompleto ng tingay. Anong ginagawa mo dito? Hinahanap ko si Sonia. Si Sonia? Pag may kailangan ka? Kapal mo talaga? Nakalimutan mo na ba yung ginawa mo sa kanya?
Why am I creating a new version? Glad you asked.
Hindi na siya rito nakatira.
What did I April 50, and that's the day of changing the look, so that's why. It's April 50.
Takot na sa pag-uwi. Wala pa rin kabuhayan, wala kasiguran. Pero nagbago ang kwento. Sa pagsisimula pa lang ng Department of Migrant Workers,
I get the
maliwanag ang direksyon ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos
right
Jr.
here.
Itaguyod ang National Reintegration Program.
Wait, I don't got the old.
Department of Migrant Workers para
Wait, I don't actually get the warning. I'm so dumb and an idiot.
Ay may tulong pa rin sila na masagot sa
Okay.
Sa kanilang pag-uwi ay dapat
Please
ganap
change me
ang
that.
tulong at suporta, hindi mga government agencies na magkakahiwalay kundi sa aming puwersa.
Mula sa mga training para sa pag-empleo at pag-negosyo, binubuksan
I don't have a school for the whole month. This is so cool.
Last week, personal
If you guys are also
na ibinibigay ng BMW. Tulad ng negosyo ng soap making sa Laguna.
not in school for the whole day, please leave a like.
Isa ito sa mga negosyo ngayon ibigay ng bagong kita at bagong pag-asa sa ating mga OFW. Isang dating seaman, chef at housekeeping staff. Ngayon, mga negosyante na. Sa pagninegosyo, gumagabay ang Department of Trade and Industry.
Ang laki ng ginawa nila sa dito para magtrabaho
I'll be claiming.
sa ibang bansa.
So if she says
Bayani, dapat naman pag-uwi nila.
always click on this PNG, I don't know what that means.
Sa buong bansa,
Wala ka naman nga!
If you cannot press this, I don't know what this.
sa buhay ng mga Pilipino. Ang
Um,
pag-uwi para sa mga
means
OFW, hindi na
this. I don't know what does this mean, so I don't want to spend my money on this. Okay, so if you're done, turn back the
alleged
page.
bagman Ramil Madriaga that Vice President Sara Duterte has a turn-sharing deal with President Marcos Jr.
So this is how I
Vice
change
President
it.
Duterte takes offense at
So that's why
Madriaga's
I
claim
always
that he
leave
pulled
this.
strings to be able to graduate from law school.
If I'm done,
The Philippine Justice Department
have
is
to
asked
do
to investigate 3
Bad
Facebook
baby.
accounts allegedly spreading
I have to
fake
do
news
this.
about the health of President Marcos Jr. And Italian lawmakers close ranks against U.S. President Trump after he criticized Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni for refusing to join military action against Iran. Good evening, I'm Cody Velasquez. In our broadcast tonight, the Philippine Vice President's denunciation of her alleged bagman, Ramil Madriaga, after his explosive testimony at House impeachment proceedings against her. Malacanang also refutes Madriaga's claim of a supposed deal for the Vice President to take over the presidency in 2025. Jervis Moran has tonight's top story.
Vice President Sara Duterte on Wednesday clapped down at Ramil Madriaga, claimed to be her bagman. The detained resource people accused Duterte of serious crimes, including an alleged effort to ensure she passed law school. Duterte slammed Madriaga's testimony during the second impeachment hearing at the House Justice Committee. The Vice President said Madriaga cannot even read believable lies. In a statement, the Vice President said, of all the lies thrown during the Committee on Justice mini trial, she personally takes issue with the claim that she needed someone to help her go through law school. Duterte pointed out that she graduated from law school without help from any professor in 2005 and passed the bar exam in the same year. Duterte adds the hearing shows that abuse and corruption are the only things that the committee members are capable of.
Clearly, to the
my
impeachment
problem.
defense team, and I agree with them, the Congress is not the proper forum. We look at what happened
don't wanna
yesterday,
forget
and
the
the
scarf.
hearings before that. It's a committee composed of political opponents of Vice President who has already prejudged these proceedings.
The Vice President did not directly address Madriaga's other allegations, including claims Duterte ordered him to deliver huge amounts of cash to various people and locations. Duterte's legal counsel maintains Madriaga did not offer anything that ties the Vice President to the alleged cash deliveries.
He didn't have any evidence to support the critical allegations that he had against the Vice President. All of these allegations are, as I said in our official statement, conveniently and fatally unverifiable because he didn't take pictures of these cash deliveries.
So you're wondering what happened to the color blue that you like.
Duterte also took the
You
opportunity
like
to
this
criticize
color
government
actually?
for its failure to respond to the oil crisis, which he said was not due to a lack of resources. The Vice President alleged public funds are being used for political maneuvering and to cover up accountability.
So of course
for
the
what he
new
claims is a
text.
corrupt budget. But Malacanang pushed
But
back.
I don't forget the
Nakakalungkot para isang parang
wait till
diba?
it's now.
Nakakalungkot para isang
So
na lumalabas na walang
the TV is
at
annoying.
walang, huwag niya pong ipakit ang mga
Okay.
issue ng accountability and transparency dahil may sarili po siyang issue ngayon
let's get
na
it.
dapat niyang kaharapin.
The palace
Oh my
also said
gosh.
President Marcos Jr. was surprised by Madriaga's testimony on the supposed sharing deal between the former Unity tandem. Communications Undersecretary Claire Castro says Marcos denies any agreement that would cut short the president's term.
Na ang Pangulo po ay nakampanya sa taumbayan, nangako na maglilingkod sa taumbayan at nangakong tatapusin ang kanyang termo para sa bayan.
Senator Ivy Marcos also denied the secret agreement. The senator presented screenshots of messages to prove that their political plans at the time were different and did not include any term sharing.
Hindi lang ginugulo ang kwento. Talaga naman, maliwanag to. Hindi ko maalala ito pagkat hindi ako sang-ayon. Ang nangyari sa October, pag-file ni Tolbo, tinatawag siya ng PRRD sa palasyo. Yun ang totoo. Hindi yung sinasabi ni Madriaga na kaming magkapatid, pumunta kay PRRD para mag-term sharing deal.
agencies to investigate Madriaga's revelation about alleged assassination plot against the president. It relies on the term shady deal. The palace also believes that the call by Cavite 4th District Representative Igo Barzaga to oust the president may be considered inciting to sedition. Jervis Manahan, ABS-CBN News.
Okay, so there
Members
it
of the
is.
Philippine House Justice Committee
It's
believe they can find probable cause to impeach Vice President Duterte over her
So I'm
alleged
done with
and
these
confidential
three.
funds. But
And
they
one
think she
thing
can
that
still
I
tip
don't
the
forget
scale
about
in
is
her
the
favor
bow.
if she attends the
You wonder
hearing to defend herself.
when you need a bow. I need it.
The petition for review, treated as appeal of Ms. Sara Z. Duterte.
So, where's the bow?
Special Disbursement
There it is.
Officer, and Ms. Julieta L. Villa del Rey, Chief Accountant, Office of the Vice President, is hereby denied.
The Commission on Audit has affirmed its notice of disallowance on the Office of the Vice President's 73 million peso confidential expenses in December 2022, citing non-compliance to a joint circular.
What did you change it to order?
Other officials are obligated to return that amount. During the Tuesday hearing of the House Committee on Justice, the COA said it also issued a notice of disallowance of the OVP's 375 million peso confidential expenses for 3 quarters of
This is
2023.
perfect.
Some lawmakers believe the COA findings give weight to the alleged misuse of confidential
Oh my
funds
gosh.
in the impeachment complaint against Duterte.
Mabigat po talaga yung finality po ng COA finding. Kung saan pinapasorry na po mismo ating pong pangalawang Pangulo ng 73 million pesos doon po sa 2022 confidential funds. Dahil po sa kanyang pagkakas.
Galing nga natin si Madriaga, yung sinabi lang nung COA kahapon na dinenay na yung appeal ni Pipi Sara, di may problema na.
Ridon also cited the answers findings of the National Bureau of Investigation and the Philippine Statistics Authority on the receipts and supposed recipients of the confidential funds as strong evidence to support allegations of fund misuse against the Vice President.
Yung pong testimonya ni Ramin Madriaga kung saan sinasabi mo niya na meron po siyang ginawang pagtanggap at pag-deliver po ng mga duffel bags sa tatlong separate locations supposedly containing cash for mga pag-deliver.
Kung hindi ito marirebound, kung hindi ito makacounter, there is really a possibility
You get your train.
the testimony of Madriaga will suffice the requirement of probable cause.
Amid questions over Madriaga's credibility and testimony, the House panel chairperson said, any
Okay,
statement
so
that
this
relates
is
to
the
the
final one.
affidavit should be presented before the committee. This will offer panel members a chance to weigh the counterclaims and counter evidence against Madriaga.
So what else?
Justice Committee Chairman Jervin Luiso issued a statement in response to a claim disputing Madriaga's statement that he gifted Duterte the painting that was visible during the video conference with the Vice President.
So babalik tayo dun sa it's best that they participate so that the justice members can consider the evidence that they intend to present.
Whether the House panel will again subpoena Madriaga's hearing will
the flower.
members, according to Luiso. The House Committee on Justice will turn its attention to allegations of unexplained wealth against Duterte in its next hearing. on
Another
April
one that
22nd.
I don't
Among the
want
invited
to
resource
join.
persons are former
I
senators,
just couldn't
Antonio
commit
Trillanes, and representatives from the Anti-Money Laundering Council. Meanwhile, for legal expert Attorney Barry Gutierrez, Duterte's lawyers are missing out on an opportunity to debunk the allegations against her by not showing up at the House hearings.
This is really intended to be that's
New flowers.
advising a person
Yeah.
charged
Nawami,
with
nawami.
So can you make it
advice would be to engage. We can order
sure.
Nawara o tanawa
That
Jesse.
was the argument last time. We were not given the opportunity to actually
So that's the brightest.
answer the charges against us at the House of the Supreme Court.
The brightest.
In
Brightest.
the decision has been criticized.
Red,
Brightest.
yellow,
Finish off the brightest.
blue.
Ramil Madriaga has emerged as a key resource person in the impeachment complaints against Philippine Vice President Duterte. Vivian Guya takes a look at Madriaga's background and what led him to turn against the Duterte.
Ramil Madriaga dropped serious allegations against the Dutertes In the
So
House of
next
hearing against Vice President Sara Duterte,
Mr.
he identified himself as a former aide and political operative who worked with the Dutertes. In a notarized statement in November 2025, Madriaga said he graduated from Conservation College Law School in Manila in 1995 but did not pass the bar exam in the same year. According to information gathered by the ABS-CBN Research and Verification Unit, in 1997, the Pasig City Regional Trial Court found Madriaga and two others guilty of kidnapping a businessman for a 10 million peso ransom. The lower court sentenced them to death, but the Supreme Court acquitted them in 2003. The High Court decision cited the lack of sufficient evidence to prove their guilt beyond reasonable doubt, and in a twist, even recognized Madriaga for playing a role in the rescue. From 2001 until his introduction to the Dutertes between late 2015 and 2016, Madriaga claimed to have worked at the National Security Council. He said former Congressman Roy Lagoles introduced him and endorsed his services to former President Rodrigo Duterte prior to the 2016 elections.
PRD directed me to serve as a counterintelligence agent for the National Security Council.
So there it is.
However, I was never under the employ of the Office of the President
So
or any
let's
government
make it.
agency.
I will do a part 2 because I'm
Instead, I was
weekly.